Till, from a financial perspective, what have been the main highlights of the first half of 2022?
In looking at the first half results, our progress has been very encouraging. Our revenues reached close to 2.1 billion euros, our EBITDA 792 million euros, and our adjusted earnings per share reached 76 cents. Our cash flow reached more than 300 million euros, and we continue to invest into our R&D and actually increased by 25% what we invested compared to what we have invested in the last year. And that is very important for the future. In the second quarter, we saw an important acceleration in terms of travel industry's recovery, and that also is shown in our numbers. In terms of revenues, we've reached 83% of what we had in the second quarter of 2019. In terms of EBITDA, 84%. Or if we exclude a non-refundable COVID-19 related grant received in Germany, it was 76%. So very strong results, and with that, we are quickly approaching pre-pandemic levels. And also our net debt to EBITDA continues to improve and now stands at 2.2 times, quickly approaching pre-pandemic levels. And this is very important as we would like to return back to shareholder remuneration as quickly as possible.
So Till, if we now come to look at our segments, what were the key takeaways from an operating point of view?
We have seen across all segments great operational performance, and in air distribution, booking growth continued, we've gained market share, and in the first half of the year, we've reached 65% in terms of bookings compared to 2019. In terms of regions, all regions have seen very good growth. North America was leading that. North America already reached positive growth compared to 2019, but also Europe has grown quite a bit, and Asia Pacific from the first quarter into the second quarter has seen substantial improvement, which is great news and very encouraging. And we've also signed on the commercial side 29 new deals, respectively renewals with airlines and travel agencies, which is a very important aspect as well in our performance. In Air IT solutions, similarly, we've seen very good recovery. In the first half of the year, we reached 70% in terms of passengers boarded compared to 2019. And also there, the regions, North America has been clearly leading. North America reported already in the first half a 7% growth compared to 2019, which is very impressive. So on that front, also very good news. Finally, hospitality and other solutions maintained its very good progress. And in particular, the second quarter was very strong, where we reached already 95% of 2019 revenues. This is very encouraging for the future. And apart from volume growth, this great performance has been supported by good commercial momentum. And to name a few, we've won Air India for our PSS. And again, the Indian market and Asia Pacific in general is very important for us. We've won Finnair for NDC, or Microsoft for Citric as well. And in the hospitality space, Ambridge Hospitality signed up for our business intelligence suite.
I think so many people are keen to get back out there and get travelling again. Lots of pent-up demand, as it were, but we're also seeing flight cancellations, we're seeing problems at airports. How do we reconcile the two? What's your take here, Till?
Indeed, we are seeing clearly pent-up demand, and this also has been visible in our numbers. And it is actually a theme that had been pretty consistent throughout the pandemic. Whenever flight restrictions or travel restrictions in general had been lifted or became more manageable for travelers, people traveled. People wanted to travel. And that obviously is something which is very beneficial for our industry. But it is true, we are seeing flight cancellations, we are seeing capacity constraints at the airports at the moment. But I actually would say the industry has been just a bit surprised by this demand and this strong demand, and therefore the industry just needs a bit of time to adjust offer and demand, and I don't think that those constraints at the moment are structural by any way. Overall, I'm very positive and confident about the future of travel, and actually I do look forward how we can continue to support even more all players in the industry and make travel as such even better post-pandemic.